Hello guys, how are you today? So today I'll be explaining the math course practice of 7.4 IGCSE quiz. So let us start with the first question. A group of students reported the number of pens on their desk. The results are shown in the table below where x is in between 0 and 15, but x is not equal to 6. So fill in the blanks. They need us to find the mode. First of all, what does mode mean? Mode means the most occurring thing, or in other terms, the thing with the highest frequency. If, of course, the width is all the same. Okay? If the width is not the same, we will discuss it later. Alright? So in this case, they did not give us any intervals, so we're just gonna deal it normally that the thing with the highest frequency or that is most occurring, this is our mode. Okay? Now, to find our mode, of course, we have to check the frequency. This is 20, this is 14, and this is between 0 and 15. Now take the biggest possible frequency, which is 15. It is definitely less than 20. That means 20 is the winner in this case. It is the mode. But we will not put 20 as our answer because this is our frequency. Instead, we will put the corresponding number of pens, which is 8. Now, we move on to the next part, which is the possible values of the median. The median means the middle term or the middle number. To find this, of course, we're not going to be using any equations. We don't have any equations for this. It's just like you have to understand what they have given you and how you can solve it. So they gave you that x is a possibility between two numbers. And it can be either a really small number, which is 0, let's take it as the first possibility, okay? Or a really, really big number, which is 15 in this case, so this is our second possibility. So how we're gonna do it is we're gonna take the least possible value and the highest possible value, okay? And then each time we're gonna substitute x by that value. So let's say we substituted by 0 first. So if we're gonna find the median, we first need to add all of the frequencies. So it's gonna be 20 plus 14 plus 0 is equal to 34. Now, whenever we're dealing with a table like this, we always have to add 1. So it becomes 35. And then we divide it by 2 to get an answer of 17.5. Next up, we're going to do is find the cumulative frequency. If we are saying that x is 0 in this case, so then the cumulative frequency is going to be 20, 34, and then 34 again. Now, 17.5, into which interval does it fit? It fits into this interval over here. That means 20 is a bigger number than 17.5. So definitely the first possible median is gonna be 8. Okay, so the first answer over here is 8. We move on to the next option, which is to put 15 as the middle number. Not the middle number, as x, sorry. So then it's going to be 20 plus 14 plus 15, which will give us an answer of 49. Don't forget to add 1. We will get 50 divided by 2, it is 25. But now we are not going to go to the cumulative frequency of before. We're going to go to a new cumulative frequency because now it is 20, 14, and 15. So it's going to be 20, 34, and then 34 plus 15. This will give us an answer of 49. Okay? So our interval is 25. It fits into this number over here, 34. 34 is bigger than 25. However, 20 is less, so we're not going to take it. Instead, we're going to take 34. And that leaves us with what? With 12 being the second median. So the possible values of the median are either 8 or 12. Okay. Now we move on to the last question, which is to find the mean. Of course, we should know how to find the mean, and we should know the equation of the mean. Very simply, you're going to multiply the number by the frequency over the total frequency, and you will get the mean. They told us the mean is 10.87, okay? And then we start multiplying. So we get 8 times 20 plus 12 times 14 plus 15x over the total frequency, which is 20 plus 14 plus x. Now, if you add them all together, you are gonna get 328 plus 15x over 34 plus x is equal to 10.87. Now, of course, we multiply, so it's gonna be 10.87 times 34, which is 369.58 plus 10.87x is equal to what? Is equal to 328 plus 15x. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this over here, move this over here. So 369.58 minus 328 will give us an answer of 41.58. Okay, so that means 41.58 over here. And then 15 minus 10.87 is equal to 4.13. So 41.58 divided by 4.13, if you put it on the calculator, you will get an answer of x approximately being 10. So 10 is our answer to the nearest whole number. Sorry, it's 10, not 12. Okay, so now we move on to question number 2. The scatter plot below shows the average grade on a math test given during a given week versus the number of hours spent watching TV during this week. The line of best fit is also drawn. Okay, so they're telling us the correlation in the scatter diagram, as you look from it, if you're looking at it, it is a strong negative scatter diagram. So it says strong and negative. Now they need us to find the equation, or the equation of the line of best fit. Very simply, what we're going to do is we are going to take 2 points. We know that, first of all, the equation of any line is y is equal to ax plus b. To find a, we have to find the slope. So take any 2 points that is on the line of best fit. Let us say these 2 points over here. So we have this point, which is 1290, and this point, which is 2060. So if you put it, it is gonna be 60 minus 90 over 20 minus 12. So if you put it on the calculator, you are gonna get an answer of minus 15 over 4. So we have the value of a, which is minus 15 over 4. So y is equal to minus 15 over 4x plus b. Okay, now to find the value of b, you could either find it later, okay, by doing this method, or you can just find it now by substituting and whatever. I personally prefer to find it later by first making this not into a fraction. So how do you change it from being a fraction into not being a fraction? You multiply everything by 4. So it becomes 4y is equal to minus 15x plus 4b. Move this to the other side. You get that 4y plus 15x is equal to 4b. Now to find the value of 4b, or b in this case, we're gonna choose any point. For example, if you chose the 1290, you're gonna have 4 times 90 plus 15 times 12 is equal to, and then you put it on your calculator, and you get an answer of 540. So 4b is then 540. So the final form of the equation is 4y plus 15x is equal to 540. So let us put it over here. 15x plus 4y is equal to 540. Now they told us, based on the line of best fit, the expected score for a person who studies 12 hours, a person who spends 12 hours watching TV. So let us find 12 hours watching TV. His expected score is 90. Now the modal letter grade. The modal letter grade means the most occurring grade. So what you're going to do, you're going to look at the graph. You're going to see where the dots are most concentrated, which is over here, which is between 80 and 90. So you check 80 and 90 is B. So the modal letter grade is then B. We move on to the next question, which is question number 3. Now here, this is what I was talking about. If they gave you an interval, what you're gonna do is you're gonna check the width of the interval if they are all the same. So you're gonna take the final one, which is 10, and you're gonna subtract it from the initial, which is 0. So 10 minus 0 is 10. So here this has a width of 10. Here 20 minus 10, 10. 30 minus 20, 10. 40 minus 30, 10. 50 minus 40, 10. So if they are all the same width, then you can apply it normally. If they are not the same width, then you have to find the frequency density, which is frequency divided by the width, and then you can solve normally. So here, since they all have the same width, we can solve it normally. They are looking for what? The model class. The model class means the most occurring class. Very simply, you're going to take the highest frequency, which is 17 in this case. So the model class is going to be in between 30 and 40. Okay, now the median time, again, how would we find the median in the tables? We will add all of the frequencies. So 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 17 plus 3. You add them all on the calculator. You will get an answer of 50, but do not forget to add 1. So 51 divided by 2. This will give us an answer of 25.5. Now what we're going to find is the cumulative frequency. To find the cumulative frequency, we're just going to add. So 5, then 15, then 30, then 47, then 50. Now 25.5 definitely falls in this interval over here. So the median time is in between 20 and 30. So let me just fill it in. Here it is 30, 40, and then here it is 20, 30. Now they said, using the mid-interval to represent the time taken in each interval to the nearest whole number, an estimate for the mean. So we need to find the mean. How do we find the mean? First, we multiply each frequency by its corresponding, and then we divide it by the total frequency. But if we are dealing with I forgot what this is called. If we're dealing with this, okay, if we're dealing with intervals, then we are supposed to find the mid-interval. How do we find the mid-interval? Very simply, you add them both together and you divide it by 2. So 10 plus 0 divided by 2, 5. 20 plus 10 divided by 2, 15. 30 plus 20 divided by 2, 25. 40 plus 30 divided by 2, 35. 50 plus 40 divided by 2, 45. And this is very simply the mid-intervals. Please remember to find this when you are finding the mean. Now what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the mid-intervals by their frequency. So 5 times 5 plus 15 times 10 plus 25 times 15 plus 35 times 17 plus 45 times 3, all of it over the total frequency, which is 50. And then you are going to get the mean. So if we do it 5 times 5 plus 15 times 10 plus 25 times 15 plus 35 times 17 plus 45 times 3, all of it over 50, we are going to get an answer of 25.6. And you are going to round it because they need it to the nearest whole number to 26. So the answer over here is 26. We move on to question number 4. The scatter plot below displays the scores 12 students obtained on a test versus the number of hours each spent studying for the test. Now, based on the line of best fit, what exam score is expected for a student who studies 7 hours? Very simply, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the time. You're going to find 7 hours. And you're going to find how much the student scored. But as you can see, oh my goodness, I was going to say as you can ski. Anyways, forget about that. As you can see, it's jumping by 8 every box. So by every box, it's jumping 8. So if you keep on jumping 8, you will reach here. This is 80. You jump another 8, it's going to be 88. So based on the line of best fit, what exam score is expected for a student who studies 7 hours? It's very simply 88. So let us submit and hopefully we don't have any mistakes. Great, we don't have any mistakes, thank God. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful day.